Hello and welcome to Brainy Gardener. Today, it is all about how to grow and care for the Kentia palm. Kentia palm, scientific name Howea Forsteriana, is a species of palm tree in the Arecaceae family. It is native to Lord Howe Island in Australia, just off the coast, and has spread to other regions. You can now find this plant worldwide because it can grow very well in temperate climates. It was popularized in Western society by Queen Victoria, who famously tended to these palm trees in her home. The Kentia palm is a solitary species that can grow to be an impressive 40 feet tall outdoors and a much more manageable 6 to 10 feet tall indoors. It ticks all the boxes. It tolerates low humidity, low light, low temperatures, irregular watering, and general neglect. This palm makes an excellent gift because it thrives indoors while requiring little care other than occasional watering during the dry season. A great choice for a beginner, since this palm is very forgiving of neglect. The Kentia palm thrives in indirect light. It has poor tolerance for the full sun as the leaves can become scorched. But if you grow a seedling in full sun and allow it to acclimate, it can even thrive there. Otherwise, they grow best in partially shaded areas with filtered sun. They can also grow in low-light conditions, albeit with less stellar results. Location-wise, these are adaptable plants that can survive a vast host of growing conditions. Place this plant where it makes the most aesthetic sense, and this palm tree will grow just fine. Kentia palms like being regularly watered, but they are prone to getting root rot from stagnant water. Avoid overwatering at all costs. Instead, allow the water to drain away before the next session. Ensure proper drainage channels and use a well-draining soiling mix. Kentia palms originate from temperate regions and love temperatures above 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Though colder temperatures won't kill them, higher temperatures are usually better to promote better growth. They are also somewhat drought-resistant. Placing them near air conditioning or heating vents can quickly lead to problems. These plants like humid conditions, but can survive low humidity environments too. For optimal growth, mist the leaves 2 or 3 times a week with distilled water. The leaves will appear green and vigorous. Kentia palms don't need a fertilizer per se, but to encourage growth, a balanced fertilizer high in nitrogen and potassium would do nicely. Apply it every month, during spring and summer. Do not fertilize the palm during winter. The Kentia palm can be propagated by seeds, but this process can take a very long time to succeed. Kentia palm tree seeds have a slower germination rate and take very long to grow. Therefore, it is not easy to propagate by seeds as it can take years for the plant to grow to maturity. This is also why export from Lord Howe Island of mature houseplants survives to this day. Most gardeners usually buy these palms directly from the supplier, but if you are adamant about growing these plants from seeds, the method is relatively straightforward. Seeds germinate at a temperature between 20 and 25 degrees Celsius. It would be best to plant the seed about 5 to 10 millimeters deep in trays filled with a soil mixture containing peat. In addition, the pots should have drainage holes. Finally, water the soil but don't let it sit or the seeds will rot. If you're lucky, the germination can occur after 3 months. Otherwise, you might have to wait several years. Kentia palms are not picky about their pot. They usually grow 6 feet tall at the minimum, so keep the pot bottom heavy from the start to avoid it tipping over in the long run. A standard potting mix with peat and loam will create a well-draining soil essential for these plants. Drainage holes are a must. Be very careful when repotting as their roots are very sensitive. Wait for the roots to spill over the compost layer before considering a new pot. If repotting is inevitable, pot the plant in a pot one size larger than the previous one. Add a layer of well-draining potting mix and allow the root ball to settle. Kentia palms are non-toxic to humans and pets. You can safely plant them around without fear of any damage to animals and people. Mealybugs, scale insects, and spider mites can be an occasional hazard for an indoor Kentia palm. Cleaning the fronds of the palms now and then should prevent most infestations. But if they do occur, a standard insecticide should do the trick.